What up? What up? What up? What's up, DJ Genesis? Salute everybody in the chat real quick. I want to give a big shout out to he had to be the full example of the stereotype, talking about the disgraced Trinidadian American coach that is now being terminated. I'm going to go in today and talk about that. DJ Genesis, that is the introduction that I play every morning. That wasn't live. None of that stuff was live. Go ahead, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, so that discussion that you just had for that 35 minutes, that wasn't live?
That's the intro.
Oh, okay, because I was about to come here and defend you like a content creator is an actual professional.
Oh, you talking about Dave?
Yeah, content.
Yeah. Here goes Cliff. Cliff says, this is so great. Dave dry threatening CT to not play this video. CT played it ever since. CT knows Dave ain't got no goddamn power, just big mouth talk. You're damn right. If you come up here, you become the content. Thank you so much, Cliff, for pointing that out. Dave ain't got no power. Dave worked for the white man. He trying to tell me, you better not play that clip. Who are you? You don't own Google. You don't own YouTube. I play whatever I want to play. The moment you call in, you become content. Go ahead, DJ Genesis. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm like, and guess what? When a person owns their platform, they own their content, Hell, and you can come up into their space and start talking. You can't tell nobody what you can and what you cannot do.
Exactly. Negroes are having a hard time realizing that they ain't really got no power. Man, you better not play that. Who are you? Last time I checked, you weren't on the board of directors of Google or Alphabet. It's called Alphabet. But anyway, are you familiar with this football coach at Michigan chasing around white girls? Got fired. $30 million contract down the drain.
What's up with this 30 million? It seems like these women are causing a lot of these men at that $30 million mark. I mean, didn't Shay 30 million?
Mel
30 million?
Yeah,
is that the magic number?
I don't know, but Bill Tucker coached at Michigan State, chasing around a white girl, and he lost $100 million contract. I did a story about it a few years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. What is it with these black men and these white women? Go ahead.
This woman she's a student?
No, this was a sexual assault consultant hired by the goddamn university to talk to the football players. The chick used to come in, white woman, Paul. Are you familiar with Pog?
No, I've never heard of that.
Pretty ass white girl. Or
okay.
So right. Here goes this thick, big booty white chick, full lips, real nice looking older broad, coming in there pretending with this little stupid nonprofit, pretty much trying to seduce these young boys. But Mel Tucker, black football coach, started sleeping with her, dummy. This woman is supposedly she's an SA survivor, and she makes her money on SA talk. And she comes in there and hunching up on some coochie. She probably wanted to be with him, but he's married. And she turned around and filed a harassment claim on this big stupid idiot, and he lost his damn job. Mel Tucker. Shout out to Cleveland Heights, Ohio. He actually graduated from there. Go ahead. Cleveland Heights High School.
Wasn't there another one? It seemed like these sports, there's a lot of people getting caught up with this whole thing being married. What was the other guy that was married and that happened too?
Hold on, DJ Genesis. Gibby with the $2 super chat. Thank goodness it's Friday. Prince Tether. Hope your week was well. A whole bunch of pagers. I can't really see this. Hold on. What is wrong with my screen today? I can't see this. Let me see. And who else is in the chat? Oh, that's it. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
That seems to be an ongoing thing. This is like I hear it so much in sports. Yeah. The married men going after the women, and then
what is it with these black men getting caught up in these scams? These situations.
They don't know how to control it. They got the hypersexualized. Where did that
come from? This is a woman's panel today for the most part for today. What do you think it is? This is a day for. I'm not going to bring any guys up right now. What does you identify as an indigenous woman or black woman or which one?
Yeah, I guess I would say indigenous. whatever.
What is it with the melanated black man and his sexual proclivities, or his sexual undiscipline?
I never been talking about black men, but I also want to say that this also happens with white men. And let me tell you how ridiculous it gets. Stephen Hawking, okay, cheated on his wife.
The physicist?
He cheated on his wife with the caretaker, and
Really?
all he had to even get the cheating with her is he couldn't even talk. He was rolling around the wheelchair. He had to look and type things out with his eyes and move his tongue around to move his wheelchair. And
now, how was that physically possible for Stephen? I don't think he could move much of his
honey,
body.
he knew how to type. Yeah, I want it. Whatever. Using his eyes, looking back.
I wonder if his penis could get hard. I mean,
I don't. Okay. He cheated on his wife, and then the wife left the wife to be with the assistant.
Stephen Hawking cheated on his wife. Okay, go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then she began abusing him after she married. He cheated on his wife, left his wife, can't even talk, walk, nothing, move, nothing, cheating. And then the assistant ended up whooping his behind.
Yeah.
So that goes to show, like, people don't appreciate their vows. I don't think that people like marriage. It's just like, what do people get married for at this point?
My problem with what's going on, particularly with these black guys like Mel Tucker and this current football coach, is the black man has no room for error. That black man has no room for error. That was the reason why I went in on Mel Tucker a few years.
You got these jobs.
When you got these high-level, high-stakes jobs, you know that if you mess up, then it's going to be big news. Oh, well, we gave you a chance. Look at you now. It's like this stereotype that you are literally volunteering to display. Go ahead.
I think a part of it is that they feel like, yeah, I'm 30 million. I can do what I want. They know that they got this money, so they feel a certain level of power, and so they feel like, yeah, I can cheat, I can do this. These women, what I'm saying, I can pay them off, whatever. And I'm sure he probably tried to pay her off. She said, "No, bump that." I bet you he tried to pay her off. He tried to There's always some kind of text that probably they have somewhere. Come on, if you don't say nothing out, probably was paying for her buying gifts and all types. They do all kind of wild, ridiculous.
Are you familiar with Coach Tucker, Mel Tucker, who coached for Michigan State?
Coach Tucker. No.
He called into my show last year. I was doing a show on him real quick. Sir Ian with the Stephen Hawking typed 124Q. What? Okay. Yeah, he called into my show last year, and it wasn't a pretty sight.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. This is from last year. Hold on.
80 million. Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh. Coach Tucker?
Hello.
What's going on?
Yes, sir. Yeah, what's going on?
So, sir, I am glad that you called in. You admitted to masturbating over the phone. You claim that this was consensual. She said it was not. It was one-sided. But why a man of your stature, a man who's worth $100 million with his contract, a man who is the face of Michigan State University, why a man who's married, why would you risk your career and your livelihood for this woman? Go ahead.
Listen. First off, it's none of your business. I earned.
It's all in the news. It's all in the news.
It's on the news because of accusations. But even if it whatever,
you admitted to it.
Listen, anytime, and you know this because look at you. You're a man of color, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, so when you're a man of color, and not to be rude, but when you mess with cream, sometimes you mess up your coffee and you got too much cream. And listen, this is the whole deal. I make a lot of money, and the reason why I made a lot of money and I helped at university, I thought that I could do whatever I wanted to do. And it's always like that.
But they suspended you without pay, sir. You about to lose out on $80 million.
Listen. I can get it back.
You can get it. You can get $80 million. How can you get $80 million back, sir? Because truth be told, you're not going to coach any. You're out of the Power Five. You're probably going to be reduced to coaching some HBCU crap team, Mary Bethune-Cookman College, if that, and making $200,000 a year. You lost out on $80 million. You will have to work 5 million years to get that kind of money. Now, go ahead.
Excuse me, Mr. Truth. You are not speaking truth. I mean, you're speaking truth on that situation. However, you're not speaking truth on the fact that I can follow in the footsteps of Deion Sanders.
You can follow in the footsteps of Deion Sanders, Hall of Fame NFL player, one of the greatest defensive players ever. A man who arguably, if he played baseball full time, he would have been in the Hall of Fame in baseball. A man, you're how are you comparing yourself to Deion Sanders? You didn't even play in the NFL.
You said that I would probably be dumbed down to coaching at an HBCU. That's following in the footsteps of Deion Sanders.
No, it's not, sir. Because if I got a coaching job at an HBCU, I will be following in the footsteps too. No, Deion Sanders was a winner at Jackson State. He won the championship, the SWAC.
Hold on, wait. So you calling me not a winner? You calling me not a winner? Are you calling me not a winner?
Are you winning now? You just lost $80 million.
I was winning, but I will continue to win after this situation. Oh, well, I was winning when. Yep.
You're breaking up, sir. You're breaking up, coach.
Yeah, no, I know. I cut myself off. I was about to say something, but I held my tongue. I'm keeping my professionalism.
Sir, you weren't keeping your professionalism because what man in his right mind would be masturbating, jacking off, choking the chicken to a rape activist over the phone in his office at Michigan State University? Go ahead.
I mean, listen, the whole thing about it is that I'm a man and I do manly things, and you should be happy, and everybody else should be happy that it wasn't no man. It was a woman. It was a white woman. Who cares?
Wait a minute.
What?
That's what he said. Are you telling us, or you're justifying jacking off in your Michigan State office, and by saying, oh, because it was a woman, it's cool. Sir, you're supposed to jack off to women, but it's not okay to jack off to any other woman other than your wife. Don't you have any type of dignity and honor about yourself?
Okay, Mr. Truth. Let's speak truth right now. What's your favorite food?
Steak and asparagus.
Okay, could you eat steak and asparagus every day?
Probably not.
Why the hell did you do it?
Even if you did eat it every day, would it still be considered then your favorite food?
Probably not, sir. But where you
then. So what I'm getting at is that I know I got a motherfucking wife. but even though she's my wife, it's like favorite food. Sometimes I didn't want no favorite food. Sometimes I wanted something different. So that's what I did. But I didn't touch the woman. It was me touching myself.
Oh, this really him? This sounds like
sir,
a
I'm
joke.
not gonna lie to you, man. This is really him. Yeah. Very appalled at this conversation. Very appalled at what you've done. I think that you have painted a bad picture for Black men nationally. You fumbled the bag.
I painted a bad picture of a Black. Listen, Kevin Hart wears dresses. Did you see him? Did you see Kevin Hart on SNL with a blonde wig on, wearing a blue dress, dancing around and shit? Wait. Did you see Ving Rhames getting plugged in Pulp Fiction?
Sir, that was 2 years ago. And Ving Rhames.
Listen. No, I didn't. No, I am not a disgrace to Black men. You talk to them first before you come to me with that bullshit.
What does your wife have to say about what you've done, sir?
She ain't got to say nothing because I pay the bills.
You don't pay the bills anymore.
She know what's up.
Truth be told, she's gonna be paying the bills now because you couldn't keep your penis in your pants.
I was touching myself. I was not touching that woman.
We know that, but sir, she is a rape victim activist. Why on earth would you even be associating with a woman who has a background and trauma.
Why do men?
This is
why do men go to the red light district and pay money for prostitutes?
Sir, they're prostitutes.
Professionals.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He don't see like he just does not get
They're professionals. They know how to help you release. That's the reason why they make a lot of money. Do you understand that? It's a business. They may not be able to write off taxes, but it's a business.
So was this lady a prostitute?
What are you?
So I was minding my business, touching myself, and she was helping me get there.
I mean, that's a $100 million jack off session. I mean,
what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now, sir?
You already know I'm gonna go to HBCU, rebuild my credit and everything else, my reputation, and then I'm gonna take your team to the championship, just like Deion Sanders did, and then I'll be back. You'll see me. I'll be back, and it's gonna be a Cinderella story.
But nobody cares. But you already had a Cinderella story. Don't you get it?
Doesn't matter.
You were selling meat. Oh, Jesus Christ. You were selling meat out of your trunk when you were in your early 20s. Pause. And you really were. You were selling steaks and stuff.
Yes.
You were coaching Muni football. And now you became a $100 million coach and you fumbled. That was the Cinderella story.
How you know I ain't saved no money?
Sir, you only made $8 million.
$8 million can be flipped.
What in the world?
Micah, after state, sir, and now after alimony to your wife, now how much money do you think you're gonna have now?
I'm sure it's more money than you.
Of course, it's more money than me, sir. I'm not in the 1% like you used to be. But this is shameful. Go ahead, sir.
Listen. It's not shameful. All it did was give me a stage. Guess what's going to happen? People are going to keep their eyes on me now to want to know how the story unfolds. And as the story unfolds, that is the opportunity that I will take to be able to rebuild who I am, my reputation, and everything else. So as far as I'm concerned, everybody can go.
What is that? What the hell does that even mean, sir?
What it means is that I will not be stopped. Look at my picture. You see, you got my picture right there. You see how I'm smiling right there? I could fit anywhere. I could go to any office. I could shake hands with anyone. That trust me, I'll be back. That's a good picture of me, by the way. I appreciate that.
Sir, after knowing your story, I don't think a lot of people are gonna want to shake hands with you.
They ain't gotta shake hands with me. We can fist bump. Pause.
You have no shame. I don't even like. I thought that when you called in, because I called it out. I was hoping like, man, I hope Coach Tucker calls in. I was hoping that this could be like a coming to light moment. But your arrogance, your narcissism is just beyond belief right now, and I'm really appalled by this.
Yeah. Well, I got to stand on something. And you know what? It doesn't matter. I never touched this woman. This woman wanted to talk dirty to me, and she helped me release. And it's okay because every man touches themselves. Not every man wants to admit that they touch themselves.
Sir, it's not about masturbation, sir. It's my God. It's not about that. It's about who you are as a person. You cannot do that. Don't you get it? I get the whole thing about the steak every day, blah, blah, blah. But we're talking about a human being here. Your wife is not a steak. Go ahead. What about through thick and thin, sir, when you married your wife? Did you forget those vows?
Obviously, she forgot them if she's leaving.
Wow.
Coach Tucker, no offense to you, sir. I have to get back to the show. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'm appalled. I'm disgusted. And to be honest with you, shame on you. Now, I don't know if you would like to talk to a guest or two, but do you have time for that or?
Mr. Truth, you know what? Like, I feel like this is a setup, but you know what? Yeah. I feel like this is a setup. Yeah. You're setting me up. So you're saying I want to talk to some other people so they can record me, and then it comes out again, and then now I'm on all these other extra podcasts and all this other stuff. And you know what? Yeah, no, Mr. Truth, no, you can keep. No, I'm not talking to nobody else. Everybody else, as far as I'm concerned, can eat a dick.
You said enough already. You didn't have to get into the thing and talk to nobody else.
That was Mel Tucker, Coach Mel Tucker. That was Coach Mel Tucker. That was Mel Tucker.
He's divorced now.
Yeah.
The wife divorced him, and then they said he was hiding assets, trying to even win his case. Took the money from the case, tried to take it when she started divorcing him. Took $1.6 million to fight his case. And then the wife had to go to court and say, no, he's taking money out of our sting to fight this case that he did. And the judge had to put a restraining order to stop him from moving his money around. So as much as he's egotistical right here and saying, his wife knows the deal and this, that, the other. No, she divorced him and she had to stop him from moving his little $8 billion around trying to fight this case.
$95 million contract down the drain. It's unbelievable.
It's got to be the most expensive jack off in history. Okay.
And over a white woman. Republic Room, what say you about this current university coach, Sharon Brown? He's a Trinidadian American. He's not an FBA, but what is up with black men self-sabotaging themselves, and particularly over white women? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think, this is it's a common theme in a way. I can remember Ime Udoka, remember the Celtics? I almost said Celtics, the Celtics. Yeah. He did something, similar. And then there was an incident where he was stalking the woman he was cheating on, Nia Long with. But CT, this guy with Sharon Moore, I believe what happened was that when people were talking, there's always talk, there's always smoke before we see the flames. Yeah. So they've been under investigation, probably after her salary. Oh, go ahead.
I just said, I didn't say anything. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, CT, I believe what happened was he went to her to let her know, look, we got to eliminate your position. People are talking, I guess he couldn't, what's the word we use whenever? Yeah. It didn't make sense that she's making this. So they're already giving her this raise, this tremendous increase in a raise. But so that already, she took that loss.
Yeah.
So then I believe he paid for her to have a terminated pregnancy.
Yeah.
So this woman feels like, look, I've been through enough with you. When is enough enough? And so I believe that she probably started talking, and they said to her, I guess her father was finding out about it too, that he had some receipts of supposedly that this guy, the coach, paid for her to have terminated pregnancy. So anyway, I think he blamed her whenever he lost his job. He had a breakdown and went to her place. And I believe she called the police. So I'm not sure what happened from that. I don't even know if he's still in jail. But
he's still in jail currently. He's still in jail currently. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
How bad does this make?
It happens a lot.
How bad does this make us look as black men? This is horrible. This is horrible.
I think everyone just expects it. I think that especially if, this was my fiance actually told me, this was literally last night. He said, the Indiana Pacers, he said, all those guys are with white women, all the black, he said all of them. I think the whole team.
The current Pacers team, really?
Yeah, I think that's what he told me. Yes. And so I guess everyone just expects it.
Really?
But yeah, and with Sharon,
yeah.
And if he's wrong, then I apologize. But this is what he told me. But with the Sharon, he wasn't just dealing with Paige Shivers. There were other women too. So he was just having a field day with the white women. And probably when he married his wife, he probably was, she probably endured that with him too. So it's just it's a discipline issue. But yeah, that's what I think.
Speak Radio says the mammies are gonna form up like Voltron on this ninja today. He'll be fine, but now he's gonna have to work his way out of the dungeon of college sports. Speak Radio, for the first time, I gotta not really disagree with you, but I have to. There's a lot of you can call these people mammies all you want, but there is a truth to this. These black men will destroy their lives. Self-sabotage. And it's a lot of times there's a white woman involved. That is the oddest thing I've ever seen in my life. There is no white supremacy. Why would this man destroy a $6 million a year salary? You know, you really have to start asking yourself these questiones. Go ahead. Do you want to address this super chat questions upon?
I think it's interesting that when a black woman comes up here, she's called a mammy. What is the woman that actually is seducing a married man called? Like that's knows the guy is married and listening to him jay off on the phone and then gonna cry and be boo-hooing and he said harass me. What kind of woman is that? That sounds like a setup artist to me. I don't know if they hired her to do this or what.
Oh no, we're talking about we're talking about the newer one where Sharon what's the guy's name? Sharon
Moore.
Sharon Moore was sleeping with one of his staff on the team, and it's against the university policies. One thing that a lot of Negroes don't read is the damn policies at a job. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know if I have I don't want to mean to interrupt, but no. And DJ Genesis, you don't have to set up a man. This is not about black men being set up. This happens so often. I mean, I never knew that interview with Mel Tucker existed.
He called
Mel Tucker sounded CT. If that weren't a real interview, that he actually was hilarious. I think that dude was just. It is what it is about his wife. She know what's up. She broke her vows. Do you see his mentality? See, even though he was selling steaks out of the trunk of his car, he gets a good position. Yeah. But he loses it because he has that broken narcissistic mentality.
$100 million salary.
That's a lot of. I mean, most people can't even fathom.
I think he only made $5 million of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have to set him up. There's no the seducing a married man type of thing. The married man is the one who has the commitment to his wife, right? So he also needs to see what he has, what's on the line, and it's just never worth it. Yeah.
Let me read the super chat. Juan with the $5 super chat. As much as y'all talk about white folks, y'all want to be them and become them. Glad I ain't y'all weirdos. Juan going in early today. And Speak Radio says the question should be is who snitched? That is who do you think snitched? Republic Room, go ahead.
Yeah, I think well, again, remember they were under investigation several months prior. Yeah. So I think everyone kind of knew this. It's like you hear about things. She probably talked to one of her friends about it. You just never know. But I think that when it came down to it, and now he's behaving this way, he blamed her. But December 1st, there was someone went to, I don't know if it was X or I guess Twitter X, to social media or Facebook, talking about it like, hey, this is what's coming down the drain. This guy's about to be fired.
Yeah.
So this was even before. But yeah, who knows who snitched? I think that this guy was sloppy. It doesn't even matter. But I think he blamed her because she had already, I think, lost that position. See, it looks bad already with him with that salary increase. But I think everyone noticed it. They probably noticed she was getting special favors. But her dad, I think, worked in scouting. So she has a football like a legacy in the sports in this industry. So I believe she's probably even good at what she did. But this was sloppy on her part, but it was even sloppier on his part.
Rise Girl says we don't give a shit about that coach. His wife is white, which is true, and the mistress was a white woman. What do you think about that, Republic Room? Go ahead.
Well, Ross girl, I adore Ross girl. She's really smart. I love her takes, but I don't know if that's why I wouldn't. Just because the wife was white, because I remember when this happened with Nia Long. Nia Long was black, and she was with him for Ime Udoka, who he's biracial, but he's considered black. So it's like you don't want to see this happen to anybody, because this woman has 3 children with him. So I feel sorry for any woman any person this happens to, even if it happened to a man. But I just think that this is typical of black men, and we're talking about this coach today. So I understand what DJ Jim says. White men, we always have to say they do it too. But I'm looking at black men are known to fumble bags in this manner. At a higher rate.
Hold on a second. American Millennial with a $2 super chat. It's his fault, but I still feel sorry. I do too, man. That's a lot of money, man. God damn. Woo! That's a lot of money, man. I probably want a K-word myself. No, probably not. No. It's more the life to live. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
I wanted to say is that don't you think at a certain level that if this is happening so much for the black people in that field, don't you think that there might be some kind of a thing where they're being targeted to a certain extent?
Before you ask that,
absolutely not.
Radio says this is what college coaches do. I'm not gonna amplify it because he's black. I guarantee most of these top coaches got side piece. Man, Nick Saban ain't got no goddamn side piece. Stop it. Stop. I
don't know. Coaches, listen, there's even scandals be happening with coaches in high school trying to mess around with the high school kids.
Nick Saban ain't got no goddamn side pieces. Come on now. Stop. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. You want to answer that question?
But I do think that there's a certain level of targeting. Okay, this guy has $100 million contract. Oh, let me talk to him and let me get in with him and try to get some of that money. You know what I'm saying? And then when that person don't be going along with your thing, now it's a threat. Oh, okay, well, you about to you ain't gonna do that. I love you and all this other crap. And next thing you know, it's I'm fixing to go out and say that you sexually harassed me because you was jaying off. But well, how long has he been jaying off on the phone, or how long has he been with this person? And then finally they try to use it against them, and now they want to file a suit or come out in the open with it. But they was a part of it. They're both implicit. They're both. She know he married. He know he married, and they both doing wild stuff on the side. But he's the one that got the most to lose, and how stupid can you be? That's showing me that this athletic world is a lot of people that's not really that intelligent.
I don't think this is set up at all, Republic Room. I went to university. I've seen it.
Were you an athlete?
Of course not. No, hell
okay.
No.
I think there's a big difference between an athlete.
Let me just finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me just finish. I've seen it. These coaches, these professors, I've seen it. The level of access that they have. That's a temptation being a Republic Room. I went to a beautiful historical white college, man. You're talking about 20, 30,000 blonde-haired, blue-eyed white women just walking around. Man, that is the biggest, to me, that is one of the biggest temptations ever for a man, being a professor at one of these colleges or a coach. It's just too much access. And with great, with great responsibility comes great, what is that term or something? With great, what? Damn, I can't think of the damn term.
Or something like that.
With great responsibility.
Maybe with power comes responsibility, something like that.
Yeah, with great power comes great responsibility. I mean, I've been in classrooms where, remember those big ass sociology lecture halls, and it'd be because it's all at an elective, so it might be 500 kids there. Man, I'd be in class some days, man. I thought I was in heaven around all these white girls. I can only imagine what these professors are thinking. So it's a lot of temptation, man. And I gotta say this, Republic Room, as a black man, there is a difference when it comes to sexual discipline. Black men, we don't really have it, to be honest with you. A lot of us do, but a lot of us don't. A lot of white guys, from what I've seen, they are pretty, we all are men, right? We all see a nice woman, penis gets hard. You may go to the bathroom to, take care of business. But the thing of the matter is, Republic Room, is this. I think with whites, or white men, they look at the community, right? They look at the institution. Hey, man, if I know there's a lot of pretty little young white bitches in here, but if I do this, I'm going to make the university look bad. I'm going to make the community look bad. I don't think a lot of black men think like that because we don't control these institutions. And I think that's why you don't really get white men cheating, but you don't get it at the same rate as from what I'm seeing as blacks. To me, it just seems like it's a per capita thing. Like you get these black men, and it's like, what is he about to do? I don't know.
Well, yeah, I think it's because the white man pay.
Yeah, what I believe is, and you're going to get a lot of heat from the the men, period, but especially the black men by you saying that. But
it's a lot of coochie on these campuses, man.
White men pay.
And when you've not been used to having this level of responsibility, like carrying, literally, he's like carrying a team, carrying the name, carrying the franchise. Yeah. So just like when listening to that Mel Tucker CT, I never knew that interview with you and him existed. I didn't even know about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and CT was hilarious. And you did a great job on that. I don't know how you keep a straight face and ask the questions.
He's actually from my neck of the woods.
Oh, wow.
He was a standout football player at Cleveland Heights High School.
Oh, okay. And
then we have a lot of good athletes that come. Yeah, we have a lot of good athletes that came from Cleveland, like Charles Oakley's from Cleveland.
Oh, wow.
Charles Oakley. Oh shit, yeah. He's from Cleveland. He played at John Hay. He's really good.
But did you hear his, like, the way he sounded? I mean, he was like, okay, well, at least it was a woman, and at least, and it's like, look, I have knees, and aren't you a man? And so I think that a lot of black men, that's what their internal dialogue is. But I think with power, it just becomes more exaggerated. It's like, they're like, okay, now I have something back in it. I can really do this. But I think it's just about discipline.
Speak Radio with the $5 super chat says, remember Ed Obergen got caught partying with young college women while coaching at LSU. I don't remember that one, but I do have to ask with a K a question. Republican Room, why does it seem like every time we critique or analyze blacks, what about white people? It's not about whites today. And I'll tell you this, Republican Room, regardless of all the scandals and all the scandals that whites may have, they still are the masters and commanders of institutions. So they can afford to have these little F-ups. See, the black man can't. See, that's the difference. See, the black man can't go in there sleeping with the staff and all that. It's a different type of, how do we say? It's a different type of behavior, if you will, that a black man should have when he's at one of these white institutions, Well, because you don't want to be the Negro that F's it up. That's all.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Because now it's kind of like I'm already seeing comments like DEI. They'll do that. But CT, this is kind of to DJ Genesis. What I want to say is, CT. Another reason is I know when I was in high school, a lot of the black coaches were dealing with the younger black students, even the white ones, the white girls, but black. I remember one of the coaches was up for, they were giving out an award, like, best something, or, and you had to meet certain criteria. Well, the black teachers, the black women, they nominated him. And one of the white teachers, she was like, I remember Miss Spencer, I'll never forget. She was way against that because she knew what he'd done to another black girl. He was married and everything, but he was notoriously cheating. All the coaches were.
Yeah.
Especially the black ones. What I'm saying is, but the black women were angry at this woman for even, like, how dare she want to take this away from a black man? And this is why I think a lot of the black community, this behavior is this protection of black men. And it's like constantly making them the victim. Like, they're always the ones being seduced. Like, it's always a reason why someone's trying to take a black man down. So as long as black people keep up that mentality, black men will never, ever have to be accountable.
Yep.
I think there's a protection that black women are still trying to. Yeah.
Unique with the $2 super chat. At least it was a woman. That bar is in hell. Thank you so much, Unique. And that's what Mel Tucker said to me on the phone. We have Trunk in the building, or Speak Radio says, it ain't about ism. This ain't nothing new. The black man can't afford to do that. He has to be hyper vigilant. He doesn't control these institutions. Republic Room and DJ Genesis. Female comes into a room. You need to step out, ma'am. You need to step out. Black man should at all times, he should always have a risk management approach. You give me a $50 million job. Oh shit, Republic Room. I'm walking around with all types of aides, people with cameras, because I already know it's too easy. That black man, he got that power. He took advantage of it. Didn't know what to do with it. Republic Room. I feel, and again, Rise Girl said, well, you know, he's married to a white woman and he cheated on his white woman with a white woman. Don't matter. That's still a black guy. And Michigan is a mostly white institution. And I'm telling you, Republic Room, it looks bad. It looks bad because if they lose advertisement, NIL, if people just say, I'm not coming to the games anymore, that's a lot of money that this university is losing. And it goes back into what I keep saying. Blacks destroy. We destroy a lot of shit, and it's because of our own behavior. And one of them is sex. It's sex. Trying to hunch up on some coochie. Go ahead.
How many of these black coaches have been taken down by black women compared to white?
I don't know. I don't know how many coaches have been taken down by black women. I don't know.
I mean, or did it just not even make the news as hard? Or do you think it's like it makes the news harder because it's a white woman? Or maybe
I think a lot of black men, when they get into positions of power, they choose white women, and I think that's why you don't really see it. That's my opinion about it. And I did look up the Indiana Pacers. From what I'm seeing, Republic Room, you are correct. Them Negroes are dating mostly white women. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think DJ Genesis is still on the kind of the train of, you know, when a black man hits some has come into power, that everyone's looking to take him down. Well, first of all, another coach was basically like knighted him, or like, hey, pass the torch. Hey, he should be the head coach, the coach prior to him. So that coach wasn't thinking that. I mean, he thought enough of him to like, hey, he deserves this position. Yeah. So I think that when they get these positions, DJ, it's just they still take that same backwards. Listen, they don't seem to have the discipline, and it just takes a lot of discipline. You have a lot to lose.
The reason why I'm saying this is that it's interesting that in the conversation with Karen,
real quick, I'm sorry, Big Dog Physique says, how much to change the topic? This subject is trash, respectfully. Why would Big Dog Physique say that this subject is trash? He's a black man. Why is he saying that this particular subject is trash?
Accountability.
Yeah, true. Yes.
Go ahead.
Sore spot. You know, he looks like he's athletic. If that's his picture, he probably was in the athletic field and probably had his thing of white women on his own. So he probably feels guilty. Like, oh damn.
Antoine, what's up with the $10 super chat? CT, you are smarter than I thought. You are a great debater. I seen you debating the other day. I'm a big fan. Keep up the good work, Ninja. Thank you so much, Twan. For the people hitting the link, it clearly reads ladies only. Go ahead, ladies. Go ahead.
Sure, DJ Genesis, you're making a point. You feel like with chaotic, the topic goes. You were making a point.
No, I'm saying is that it's hurting these men because it's like accountability. It's the first time, like, okay, people always want to get on the women and accountability. Well, you're black women and y'all don't have no accountability. Well, finally, we're talking about how black men get in these high positions with $1 million and are willing to give it all up, like just for cootie cat, or just not even to get the cootie cat, to jay off on the phone on the cootie cat. Like, bro, You ain't even getting none, and you just on the phone with it.
Well, and the guy recently, he's actually having sex with the girl, and then went to jail for breaking into her home. Was it her home, Republic Room, that he broke into, or another girl's home?
I'm not sure. I want to say it was probably Paige's because he thought that she was the one like snitching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
So right, and now they want to get violent with it afterwards. So it's I think that when black men cheat, it's about they be trying to have feelings. Versus when the other ones cheat, they know it's about exchange money, whatever. This what it is. Boom. These men be catching feelings. There's no way that if these women was getting broken off, because he tried, even that, like I said, I know we're talking about the most recent, but if you understand that this is an actual exchange, and he wanted to almost equate her to a prostitute. He says, well, what about these women that are prostitutes and you pay them? Well, ma'am, you weren't on the phone with you were on the phone with a professional. Yeah. So I don't think that sometimes these men even can differentiate between regular woman, and a prostitute. Like, you don't know the difference? Why is that even brought up in a conversation?
Exactly. Guys, in the chat, get the likes up, share the video. So Jason Whitlock talked about the current coach, right? Republic Room.
Yeah, my fiance watches Jason.
Welcome to Fearless with Jason Whitlock.
So Jason Whitlock is about to kick his back in. He gets off on this type of shit. He about to really tear his ass.
I don't like Jason a lot. I don't like him really.
Happy Thursday to you and yours. As you may have anticipated, we have a fantastic show.
You already know this is about to go down.
On tap for you today. It'll be lighthearted. It'll be serious. It will cover everything you need to know about Sharon Moore and the sex scandal that has taken out another high-profile football coach, this time at the University of Michigan, just a couple of weeks after losing to Ohio State. Sharon Moore, Michigan's on the hunt for a new football coach.
They can hire me to be their football coach. Michigan. I don't know.
Isn't it all happening in Michigan? Why is it all happening in the Midwest area? That's interesting too.
You said why it's always happening in the Midwest?
Like this kind of Michigan. This is like the second Michigan that I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Midwest thing?
Yeah, interesting. That is kind of wild when you think about it, right? Michigan, if you were out there, can you hire me to be the football coach for Michigan? I'm married. I don't have any kids, but I have a stable home. If you pay me $30 million a year, I'll live in the goddamn stadium. And all I would do is focus on the goddamn next season. Please hire me. Please hire me. White woman walking to the door to my office. Oh, you got to walk your white ass up out of here. You can only be escorted in here with a man. I can't do hell no. See, that's how I would coach the team, Republic Room, in DJ Genesis. Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing?
I think it'd just be a good thing. Just have good boundaries, period. So
Coach,
white women aren't the problem.
Take your ass out of here. That's Coach C. Why are you walking in this office by yourself? Get your white. I'll be ruthless, particularly around white girls. Oh shit, yeah. Get your white ass up out of here. You better,
how about y'all
have an escort. You better have an escort. Get your white ass up out of here. Hell,
people making the same mistakes in the same mistake in the same area, the same location, same city, same state. Everybody's doing this out of the same states: Ohio, Michigan, Midwest, and it's like, well, didn't you hear about the last one that's happened to? And people just keep making the same mistake. But I think it's because in those areas you have mostly black men dating white women, even out of high school. Like
that's probably what it is. That's probably what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're from Cleveland. You know how them white girls be on them black men in high school. So they started at high school getting on them.
Yeah. Here we go. I used to call white women the devil in college. The devil. They used to like that. The devil. Yeah.
And probably still gave you some. Even after
it's not about.
Yeah, they like that. Go ahead.
TT, I'm just because I'm gonna push back some. It's like how the white women all up on them. Okay, since black men have this distrust period, you hear them talking about you can't trust women, you can't trust. But I think maybe that distrust is always weaponized maybe against black women. But I still don't put this is not about that necessarily white women. It's just that no matter the woman, if it's where there's women, money, you just have to be trustworthy. So I think we keep having this need to defend and make it about the white woman. I guess would that mean black men really are weak? They're weaker than a lot of men when it comes to anything. Then, so that's what that would be saying. So I don't know. Like they say, black people don't do well with finances. Like they'll give examples of black people running cities and etc. So I don't know. I just don't want to keep.
How many black men in power have been completely taken down, destroyed, $1 million contract by a black woman? If you could show me
because black women, because first of all, black women also they'll be blamed naturally. I just
want to point out something. The guys in the chat are not liking today's show. Keep going.
I know. Yeah, they're not. But black women don't want to be known to take a black man down.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
If people would like to change today's topic, Republic Room, what should the price point be? They can always change the topic. Go ahead.
$210.
How much?
$310.
Let's make it 1,000. Here we go. Let's play Jason Whitlock. Here we go.
This is going to be a fantastic show. And so it's all we're going to talk about. And then when I'm done with this fantastic show, there's going to be an even better or as good a show on the Harmony channel. Set your clocks right now. I think I'm going to get to the Harmony channel around 11:20. I got about 80 minutes to use here to cover Sherrone Moore and everything that happened with Michigan.
He's about to kick us back in for 80 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Have a little fun with it. Bring Steve Kim into the conversation. And then I'm going to turn around on the Harmony channel and unpack one of the most fascinating and important stories going on in the American political arena, brewing widowed white TPUS. And with that the afraid perspective. First thing I need you to do, but Michigan and the sex scandal, but we're going to unpack here about Sherrone Moore and Michigan and the sex scandal that has taken him out. The other thing I need you to do is thank the people that are making this show possible, that are in here, the group that believe is like we whenever it was the gift we may donate for reborn. He's been fired. Sherrone Moore has been fired. He's been.
You saw that look that he has that smile, Republic Room. You see that smile he had. Jason's a bad man. You see that
smirk. Yeah, he he does.
Yeah. Horrible, man. This is absolutely horrible. Here we go.
Fired over a sex scandal at the University of Michigan. Sherrone Moore has been the head coach, I think, for 2 full seasons.
So he got paid $12 million already. So he got paid at least. I mean, $12 million is a lot of money. So, he may not be a big spender. He is living in the Midwest, so I'm pretty sure ain't really nothing there to spend. So, he has like a nice nest egg, right? Ladies, he
does. Yeah, he definitely does. I don't know much about his wife, CT, but he has 3 children. He's been married. I think he's been with her at least 10 years.
Yeah.
So this is his 10-year mark. I think they dated for maybe So anyway, but and supposedly CT, the lady he was cheating with follows his wife on Instagram.
She's 24.
Wow.
She's a 24-year-old girl. 24.
No, she's 32.
I thought the woman was the girl, the staff member she's 32. I thought she was 24. Okay, all right.
She's 32, but he was messing with other women too, so that could be another one.
Okay.
This is the 32-year-old's the one who had the ABO.
Big Dog Physique says all the men should hit the dislike button today. Ah, my God. Here we go.
At the University of Michigan, he was personally kind of appointed or made the successor of Jim Harbaugh.
Could you imagine the embarrassment that must be? I know you ladies don't know Jim Harbaugh. He's a great NFL quarterback. End up coaching for Michigan. I mean, a legendary tree like that. And then here comes Sharon Black, just effing things up over some coach. Go ahead. You about to say something, Republic Room? Okay, never mind.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking, I'm so sorry. I think you froze for, at least on my end, for a second. But yeah, just on a black men though, I'm embarrassed when I see black women fumble in public and have high positions, and they make mistakes and make fools of black women. I take that personally too. So it is what it is. I don't like to see black people fail. I'm still a black woman.
DJ Genesis, you wrote this. Do you want to read it?
I said the men are mad because you said that the men can't come up as ladies only. They want to come. They want to come up and make it like, oh, this is all the woman's fault.
Oh, DJ,
the woman is a hoe. The woman is a hoe. That's why he.
Did she read it, CT?
Right. They want to make it about the women.
I didn't even hear anything.
You might have to go back out and come back in. Andrea, you probably don't follow college football nor give a goddamn about it, but men certainly do. College football is the lifeblood of Saturday mornings and evenings, and it's a big institution, big money maker, part of our culture. And that means something, that means something when you get into a position like that, when you were coaching any college football team, let alone Michigan, a very, very famous and very, very good college football program. But why did the black man have to get caught up in this goddamn sex scandal? Go ahead, Andrea. Go ahead.
We have to get caught in this.
Go ahead.
We all know he did not have to get caught in a scandal, right? It's obviously like a lot of self-awareness. What kind, was it a coworker or I don't know.
It was a staff member. It was a staff member, white girl. And a part of the university policy says pretty much in a nutshell, you can't bang your subordinates.
Right. Yeah. And I've noticed that I feel like a lot of black men don't see they don't even see the problem there. Because I remember, y'all remember the Diddy trial, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember all the discourse? There was a lot of black men who really, regardless of if it's illegal to be a freak or not, okay, it was an inappropriate relationship. That was his employee. But I was really shocked that a lot of black men didn't think that there was anything wrong with that and thought she was benefiting, that they really don't see anything wrong with that power dynamic, which is really ironic because a lot of them see the power dynamic when it was slavery time. They remember that power, you know what I mean? They remember that, but they don't see it in real life when there's a real problem. So I don't know why we don't understand that power dynamic issue, but it's sad. I don't know why we don't.
What is this obsession with white women that a lot of these high profile gentlemen have?
It's the same obsession they have with white people in general. I think they like to be in as close as proximity as they possibly can. So to keep the woman is just, I feel like that's the win, right? What's better than that? You're all the way in there. So, it's clearly obsession. Anytime, any conversation we talk about ourselves, it's about white men.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. It makes no sense.
There we go.
By Jim Harbaugh. You can remember the last year Jim Harbaugh was at Michigan. They won the national championship. Jim Harbaugh faced a suspension in 4 or 5 games. I can't remember. And Sharon Moore, the offensive line coach, the offensive coordinator, filled in and was the acting head coach on game day in that year that they won a national championship. And then when Jim Harbaugh left for the National Football League to go back to the National Football League and coach the Los Angeles Chargers, Sharon Moore was elevated to permanent head coach at the University of Michigan. He's blown himself up. He's blown in an event that we're calling the double stuffed Oreo. We've seen sexual scandals for college football coaches and for coaches We've seen this for many years.
Yeah.
This one here is special, though, because Sherron Moore got fired yesterday and ended up in police custody.
Oh, he did. Yep.
Because he melted down and crashed out. This is one of the most incredible crash outs we've ever seen since Bobby Petrino at Arkansas crashed out on a motorcycle and blew his head coaching job up at Arkansas. I don't know. We'll get into that with Steve Kim here in a minute, the history of these sex scandals. But what happened to Sherron Moore, absolutely amazing, breathtaking. You feel sorry for him. You want to laugh at him. You wonder, like, how can you be this stupid? Well, men have been being this stupid for a long time.
A very long time.
A long time.
Yeah.
Thinking with their smallest head, getting promoted to a position of power, authority, and wealth, and using that power, authority, and wealth to have extramarital affairs.
DJ Genesis, what's up with the 50? Jesus Christ. Here we go. Let me give you a must be the money. Thank you so much.
Must be the money, must be the money. I've got so much bling. Must be the money, must be the money. 26 with all this wealth. Must be the money, must be the money. That funds my lifestyle. Must be the money, must be the money. The party's at my place.
Do you want to read it or do you want me to read it, DJ Genesis?
I want you to go ahead and read it.
DJ Genesis with the $50 super chat. Guys, please go and subscribe to DJ Genesis YouTube channel. Black men get some money and their goal is to screw as many women as they can, married or not, and don't think anything is going to happen. They don't think that they are doing anything wrong because they've been doing it before they had the money. DJ Genesis, go ahead. Go ahead. You want to explain?
I think at the end of the day, it's because of hypersexuality.
Yeah.
I think that everything about the black male, even the black community, I mean, even it's in our music, it's a hypersexuality that is pushed in our community. And so when they get to these high levels or whatever, they feel like, okay, that was my chance. I can get screwed as many women. I'm finally here. And now everybody's legs are open. Because they see who I am or whatever, their ego gets inflated. You see the guy that says, well, at least it wasn't a man.
Yeah.
You know, that to me is to show no accountability for anything that you're doing. You get divorced, then you're gonna say, well, I'll get another chance. It'll be like Cinderella. Honey, he ain't even got another job since then. Okay?
Nope.
And in his mind, he's delusional. He thinks, well, he could just do this and I still got 8 million, well, how much you got? Just dumb, because they're thinking what they in between their legs and not that they're on their head. So,
yep. Bluegrass with the Take My Last $2. Thank you so much. That's a song also. That is a song. My last $2. Go ahead. Unique, go ahead.
No, I was just wondering, like, who made the comment, at least it was a woman? To me, that's questionable too. It almost makes it seem not a woman is.
Your phone is kind of breaking up here. Give me a second. Here we go.
Or to participate in illicit sexual activity. Here's the thing, though. If he had not lost to Ohio State on Thanksgiving weekend, Sherron Moore would likely still be the head coach at the University of Michigan, because we have uncovered that Michigan has known about this illicit affair with a staffer that he okayed, consented to, commissioned, like a 50% pay raise. This woman went from,
oh no,
I think making $48,000 a year to making $90,000 a year for being some sort of recruiting assistant or staffer for.
I think his math was a little bit off with that one, but okay. He said 50%, right? So that'd be like 25,000 or something. Yeah.
So he put them in position. He giving them money. Yeah. He giving them jobs. All that stuff just for some.
I got 5 on it. Thank you so much, Bluegrass.
He ain't paying for the punani. He making Michigan pay for the punani.
Yeah, damn, you are correct. Go ahead.
Come on now. And so they set him up. Oh, okay, you got us paying for your hoe. All right, guess what? Now you lose your job. She gonna still be hired, probably. Did they fire her too? Did she get fired too?
I don't think they fired her. No.
Right. Well, I don't know if fired. DJ, I
Is he
think.
married or something?
Yeah,
Hey, Miss Andrea. I think what happened to her is her position might have been dissolved, you all, if I'm not mistaken. So he went to her, Sharon went to her to let her know, look, they're on to us, because they've been under investigation months prior. Because there was all the buzz around their affair. People knew about it. It was getting out. So it's like someone probably went to him and said, look, you got to eliminate her position. Yeah, because she was actually making 58,000. He increased her to 90. And I'm thinking, I don't know if this was about him doing it, because I don't think he was like necessarily needing her to make more. I think she was probably like, listen, if I'm dealing with you, because white women tend to have higher standards. So she's like, if I'm dealing with you, I need a pay increase. And I think that's what happened. But her position, I believe, was eliminated. And so he'd already paid for, reportedly, allegedly, an termination of pregnancy by this woman. So she was really in a relationship with him.
I'm sure she got a severance as well.
Gimpy with the $5 super chat. What's wrong with this? He is helping stimulate his economy. That's pretty funny. That hit. That actually hit, Gimpy. There we go. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Well, women, ladies, go ahead.
I wonder how much the black women that was giving them too, how much they was getting. Did they get a pay raise and something, whatever?
That work on the team?
That's probably got an amaretto sour at the bar.
Right, he got her a hamburger, a McDonald's Happy Meal, and called it a day, but gave her a $50,000 pay raise. Come on now, what are we doing?
Well, black women gotta have higher standards. But
he got some strippers over there out wherever in Michigan. He probably go to the strip club and got a little favorite that he see because he's married, and most married people go to strip club. Most married men be going to strip club. He got that favorite he giving that money to as well. But I bet you it wasn't no $50,000 up to $94,000 that he's siphoning off of the college. That's crazy.
Right. It is
crazy, bro.
But to be fair though, that's a person, like a black woman could ask for more if she wanted to, right? She doesn't have to give it up cheaply.
You talk so low. You gotta talk a little loud. You gotta very low voice.
Y'all can you hear me?
Okay,
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I turned your mic up, but go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, technically speaking, like a black woman could also ask for more as well, right? She didn't have to give it up for a low price, right?
I bet you it ain't $40,000.
I mean, but I'm saying I don't think it's fair to be mad at somebody else for demanding more. Like you can always demand more as well. Like this is, like I think we could choose to demand more too if we wanted to. Because I think sometimes when we talk about this hypersexuality thing, I do think it's like two heads of the same coin. Like to a certain degree, we have kind of enabled it. Like the honor of reproduction and having a woman, that is a motivation. And so when we take away that motivation and just give them something they didn't really have to work for, it's like, I don't know, it's two ends of the same coin, in my opinion.
Andrea is every bit of truth, everything she said. But CT, I think Andrea made a point earlier. You said, I think when we mentioned about at least it was a woman, she just didn't see Mel Tucker before. So that was a reference, Andrea, not to this one, but to the interview CT had in the past.
Andrea, did you go to college?
I did.
Did you live on campus?
I did.
Did you go to a historically white university?
Well, it was a white school, but I think it was Georgia State. So I feel like it became a black school without officially being a black school, if that makes sense.
It's hard being I've seen professors, men. I've seen, I'm not going to say anything, but I've seen them look at, you could literally have a classroom just full of broads. Man, that shit got to be hard at these universities, man, for these men, who are in these positions of power, and they got these young, beautiful women all around them and working for them. It has to be hard, man. It has to be really hard. Yeah. Did any professors ever try to come on to you? Yes.
Um,
You
no,
could be. Go ahead. Your phone is breaking up. Okay, let me play the video. Let's see. Here we go.
Has 2 kids. He's banging his assistant and traveling around with her.
Jesus
Obviously,
Christ.
under the auspices of football business.
Oh no.
They've been pictures floating around on Twitter of Sharon Moore and her walking around the campus together.
What a dummy. Jesus Christ, man.
In Ann Arbor, Michigan. This stuff has been going on and being speculated about for at least weeks, if not as long as a year. Let me remind some of you all that I made my sports writing bones early on in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I covered the Fab Five basketball team, covered the University of Michigan football team in the early 1990s for 2 years, lived in Ann Arbor, Michigan. My college.
Roz girl says, my white African-American professor hit on me in college. We had class at R3. At R3, what do you, okay, he said R3. Please call in. I want to hear this story, Roz girl, because a lot of people don't know this, that have never gone to university and lived on campus. But you know, there's a lot of temptation, you know, that goes on. So, you know, I could see particularly stories like this, particularly with black men, man, you know, happening more and more, to be honest with you, in these positions, man. It's a lot of coachy at these campuses, man. It's a lot of coach. Thank you for sharing that story, Roz girl. Here we go.
But it wasn't just the campus. He was sliding into OnlyFans models DM.
Yes.
There's an OnlyFans model right now that's saying that she slid in her DM. So he was just, like I said, these men, they get this money and they just want cootie cat. They whole drive goes up. They just want to do this and do that where they probably normally wouldn't have. They want to be on OnlyFans. OnlyFans is a porno. Isn't OnlyFans porno?
Porn, yeah. It's like,
oh, he's talking to porn stars.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of OnlyFans before. All right, let's watch some more. Let's watch some more of this. Here we go.
College football head coach Paul Shadell was a longtime Bo Schembechler assistant coach at the University of Michigan. Our entire Ball State program was based on the Michigan Bo Schembechler philosophy. We had painted in our offices or in the locker room facilities, those who stay will be champions. That's a slogan from Bo Schembechler and Michigan. My connection to Michigan, and let me go a little step further, Brady Hoke, former Ball State football player, former Ball State head coach, dear friend of mine, someone that I helped along with Bubba Cunningham, now the athletic director at the University of North Carolina. Bubba Cunningham's first job as an athletic director, full-time athlete, was at Ball State. First thing he did, this isn't bragging, this is just me telling you my history and my connection to the University of Michigan. First thing he did was call me, hey, help me identify Ball State's next football coach. And it was Brady Hoke. And Brady Hoke and I became fast friends and very close. And so when he went to San Diego State and then elevated to the head coach at the University of Michigan, I was along for the ride. I have a long history dating back to the 1990s, the early 1990s, a high school team, a kid named a joke over Twitter about this scandal has been covered up for at least a month, if not a year. The rumors are,
you know, that's something else about, real quick, Blue Baggins with the $5 super chat. This happens to men of every color. HOW, is this about race? You ninjas is lost. One thing I can say about white institutions, what you should learn from, and Andre, I don't know, you're a younger female, and I don't know where you work at, but the moment you start working for Whitey, man, they're keeping status. They're watching your ass. They writing down everything. You believe it? Hey, man, a lot of people don't know this. This is why, to me, this is why I say I can't. This is why when I hear black men crying and bitching, I say, hey, man, whites they operate on a different level. They record they keep reports on each other. Yeah, he came in. As soon as they get ready to fire your ass or something, they bring out a whole goddamn book. Like, well, what'd you say?
I'm green. Sorry.
Yeah, so this guy must be really stupid because does he not know this? Does he not know that everything you're doing is recorded by these white people? Like this institution? Does he not know the power of an institution? Does he not know that there's spies everywhere? Yeah, he was walking with that white bitch at 5:45 p.m. by the quad. Does he not know this? Does he not know this, that whites operate differently at these institution levels?
Well, I think he was also suffering from mental illness because didn't he try to kill her and kill himself?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What?
So there's a mental illness going on. He was in love with this girl somewhat or something. I mean, why do you? Or is it that he felt like
everything?
The thing was coming down, and I don't like. Why did he go and try to do the reason why he's in custody right now is because he went and said, "Listen, I'm gonna K you and K myself." Mental illness, so that's why he's unable to see this.
I don't know if it's mental illness or it's just that, how dare you ruin my career? It's not, it could just be this is narcissism. And you're right, CT, at these institutions, they make a list and they check it twice. They're great record keepers. So because no one wants to get sued, so they really have to be very careful. So you're being watched.
This is why I say, instead of dogging whites and dogging what they've built, study these people.
Right.
I know white folks. I know
they study you.
If a white man giving you $40 million, white institutions giving your black ass $40 million, man, you better mother effing believe they watching your ass. You better believe it.
Diddy didn't believe it, and now you see what happened.
Right.
$40
million. They gave him almost $1 billion, and they knocked him right off his block. He said some things. He tried to sue them, but now he's in prison. You know what I'm saying? So I think that people are not realizing. Okay, you taking his money, but every aspect of your life is supposed to be monitored.
The university is expecting a return on its investment, right? DJ Genesis, did you go to college or whatever?
I went to college, but I went to an art school. I went to art school.
So you are aware that these universities, they make big bank off of these college football programs, right? You know that, right?
Let me give you a story. I have a young child I know right now. She's getting a track scholarship at U of T, and the way the mom said it was almost on some Illuminati level, that when you get signed up as a freshman, that it's you can't even get on certain people's social media and do interviews. They start you off in college. You can't do this. You can't wear Nike, Adidas. You gotta wear Nike.
Yep.
They got your whole life under control as an athlete. Could you imagine as a coach? You can't wear certain, even as a freshman going into college as a track athlete, not even football, but just track and field. Not even a sprinter, but just a person maybe doing shot put. You get that scholarship, everything about you is monitored. Coach is even worse at $8 million. This person is getting a full ride scholarship.
They want that return on investment, and that's why they're paying you that kind of money, because they believe they could probably make 10 or 15 or maybe 20 times more in a matter of those years off of your ass. Man, what he did was stupid.
Can coaches get endorsements? Can they get endorsed by Nike and Adidas?
I don't know if college coaches can get it. I have no idea. I don't know. Because
I'm wondering if even the coaching aspect, if you wear a certain thing, they're getting money off of Nike, so you have to have a certain look out there with the Nike emblem on. All that money they're getting from all these major corporations investing in them. And you can't have all that stuff going. Yeah, that's right.
Antoine with the $10 super chat. Using my words are simple. I had a 50% rate on extracting Kuta Kota. I was somewhat a professional. Go ahead, guys. Or women. Ladies, go ahead.
What is Kuta Kota?
I have no idea. Here we go.
And it's circulated all over social media, and people have been talking about this behind the scenes, that Sharon Moore impregnated this woman. This is what is being speculated and talked about, and has been talked about for months. Impregnated this woman.
Oh, what a dummy! You See, you kept saying that, Republic Room. I had no idea. So he impregnated this woman. Oh, what a dummy!
Yeah.
I told you he was in his feelings. You hitting it wrong. You hitting it wrong.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why he was over there trying to kill her and act a fool.
Well, he hitting it wrong. Come on now.
You have like a back. You have an echo.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So Republic Room, he got this woman pregnant. Is he retarded or something? Go ahead, Republic Room. I want to hear from a woman's perspective.
Now it's resentment. Now she got resentment.
Yes, because he paid for her to terminate. So now she's got that. So then, then comes up I guess he wanted to terminate the position she was in because people were catching on to him. And so someone went to him first. And so she's like, now look, I've just lost way too much dealing with this. And so she's like, it's either you or me. But so probably they did an investigation again. And that's when she had to tell the truth. So supposedly her father produced receipts of Sharon paying for her to terminate. That's what's out there.
If these Negroes haven't learned from Michael Jackson, O.J. Simpson, I don't know what to tell these blacks anymore at this point. Like, they haven't learned that whites are, whites operate really, listen, all these handshakes and smiling, man, they're keeping status reports on your ass. That's what blacks need to do. Keep status reports and shit. This nigga didn't know that shit.
And CT, you don't keep up having million or billion dollar, institutions or franchises by not doing that. So see, black people will bring in this. It's only because they're black that they're being followed. No, they do this to each other. But that's how they have to keep. They have to keep a standard, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Bijou says this schnigger is not famous enough to devote an entire day to this topic to tell the guys honest truth. CT, let's bring in a second topic: the Trump and little nude girl photos released today. No. You guys are gonna sit here. We're gonna talk about this Michigan coach. Feel free to leave, but I think that you guys don't want to listen to it because I'm not inviting the men up on the panel, right? Republic Room, go ahead.
And I don't like someone mentioned about this Trump thing. I would say these people they're risking it by keeping on bringing up stuff that they think is true about this man. I'm sure this will be debunked too. And so again, we're talking about Sharon today, and it's not just about him. It's about, this is typical that I've seen happen to black men especially, but it's just a theme. It's almost become a laugh. It's like a joke. It writes itself.
Yeah.
Here
we go.
Into ending the pregnancy.
Jesus Christ.
And then commissioned this pay raise for this woman. And now that he's lost to Ohio State, now it all comes out and Michigan has their excuse for moving on from Sharon Moore.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of this Negro. But he did go into our house and threaten to do what he did. So it's not just
he threatened the K word himself. Yeah.
So was that after? I mean, okay.
After.
Did he do this after they got rid of him?
Yeah. They did it after. He did it after. Yeah.
CP, can I tell you something? My fiance told me, because I don't know about sports. He said that Ohio is a big deal, apparently, in collegiate sports.
Yep.
And he said that some people would rather they'd rather lose to anyone else, but they have to win against Ohio. So he said, so that was, I mean, that's something he mentioned. So anyway, that's a big deal.
Ohio is my state. You know, I'm from Ohio. Well, I went to high school in Ohio, not from there. But
Swish says every woman CT is simping for up there will betray him for a white man in a heartbeat. Okay.
You know what, CT? Don't let the blinks do that fool you today. I mean, my goodness.
I'm not really.
See how they think? See how simple.
I've never dated a white man.
I'm gonna say black women are loyal, very loyal.
I've never dated a white man in my life, so no.
Yeah. Here we go.
Another layer here, and let's deal with what's really being discussed. Is that Sherron Moore was an unqualified DEI hire.
Oh no, Jason! No, don't say that. Don't say that. Now, come on now.
From the jump, that there's no way he should have succeeded Jim Harbaugh. That Jim Harbaugh, having previously coached at for the San Francisco 49ers, having been the head coach of Colin Kaepernick, Jim Harbaugh is a great guy, a great coach. From my understanding.
Real quick, Antoine, with the $5 super chat, the sweet potato pie is easy to get. Just speak to enough women and it comes after a while, respectfully. That's something else I wanted to talk about. The black man gets a lot of coach early in life. I know I did. Right. Why? It doesn't seem as though we grow out of this hunter. I call it the hunter coochie gatherer stage. I want to ask the ladies, why is that? Why is that? Even in 40s and 50s, black men, what's up, baby? What up? You don't really see that with a lot of white men. Why does the black man remain in this stage, the hunter gatherer coochie stage? Go ahead.
Well, because also we have what black people often uses the black man's history in this country of being, put down, but also I've said this before, black men get access to, especially to black women, in ways that other men have to work for and earn access to other women.
And black and white and Chinese and black, white, Chinese.
What do you mean, Republican? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm kind of.
What I mean by that is that if black women are always looking at a scarcity, like, because black community tends to do this, where you better get one, So black men are given access easily to black women because black women mostly desire black men, but so they don't really have to do a lot because, again, even a black woman can feel sorry for a black man and say, well, he might not have this, might not even have money, but I still want a black man, nothing but a black man.
Right.
So this goes on. This has continued to be, black people it's indoctrination. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is, so for other men, they have to actually prove that they've earned, access. Not that these women necessarily are better, because it's not about the women being better or worse or less. It's just that it's the culture. So white guys have to like be making some, money or having something to have access. Right, just like this woman, with the raise she got, there will be a black woman saying, they've done woman on the street interviews where black women are like, oh, it's not about money. I'll bring my man up. I'll bring him up and I'll do this for him. I'll create this for him. But the other women are like, no, you do need to make sure the man has something so they can actually, that's what, you have something to attract a woman. See, black women, it's literally just a flip dynamic. That's just a flip dynamic.
Swish says we get access to our own women. Republic Room is too dumb for CT to be letting her speak. He called you dumb, Republic Room. What do you think about what Swish said about you?
Yes, I know. So again, Swish is just triggered. And again, you know what, Swish? I'm going to say this. If I can be honest about, I'm embarrassed about what I see black women doing, and then you can be, you can own this about black men. This just is what it is. The stats aren't lying on black people. So this is what is Swish. How about this? This is just part of the news cycle. So soon this will go over, but the mentality is still the same. You heard Mel Tucker speak.
Well, as a woman that feels like I could bring that I would be there and be down for my man, you know what I'm saying? Help my man up if he was going through a problem. I don't find anything wrong with that. I don't think it's only a black thing. I think it's just a woman thing. You know, I think that the women that are going after this kind of a guy is a different type of woman.
Andrea, why don't black men grow out of this hunter coochie gatherer stage?
To me, it kind of looks like Arrested Development, like in general. Like I've noticed the people who still be in that coochie gathering stage, they dress like, you know what I mean? Like, do you feel like they kind of be dressed a little too young too, like from
Yeah.
head to toe? Like,
Yeah, a lot of 50-year-old black men still dress like 12.
yeah, still wearing like jerseys and stuff and Jordans. I'm like, wow. So I think it's something to do with Arrested Development. But I don't know. Not all, but you know, like just some, yeah.
Yeah.
So that you're saying that black men are stuck in like their 20s?
No, not in general, but I'm saying I've seen a group of them like that. You know what I mean? That seem stuck.
Was this a case of Arrested Development? This guy, he's 39, married, and he's still trying to hunch up on some coach.
Absolutely. And she was a college student or something?
Well, supposedly she's 30-something years old. Definitely.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, go ahead.
His wife, I saw the picture of his wife, and his wife, it kind of reminds me of Patrick Mahomes' wife. I mean, she wouldn't be considered like glamorous or beautiful by, in the stretch. But this, the other woman, I mean, they are showing maybe younger pictures of her, but she's more attractive.
Yeah, we call them plain Janes.
Yeah. But I don't think the woman that DJ Genesis was saying, but this type of woman. See, I really wish we would get past that, whatever type of woman. The fact is, it's about the discipline. It's about this man realizing what's at stake here. I mean, and he's only 8 and 16. You know, right? I think whatever that means. See, like 8 losses versus 16 games. Yeah. So it's not like he's, that. So there's that also.
Yeah. I mean, I think that when it comes to Cootie Cat like games and all that, the 16-0 all goes out the window.
He was 16-8.
All the blood rushes from their head to their other head, and they can't even think straight. So I think that what happened is that he probably is in this marriage with this woman and he's not attracted to. And a lot of times what I hear a lot of black men say that they don't even like their wives. I think black men get married out of convenience rather than anything.
Sire with a $2 super chat. Black women still wear pink hair at 40. Arrested Development, yes. Basically, he's
I don't know where they're doing that at.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you talking about Nicki Minaj? Like, who are you talking about?
Nicki Minaj?
I don't know.
I don't know who.
Right.
Come on now. Pink.
He's right. He's right about that. I mean, the purple hair, the pink hair, so the maroon hair. So Sire, so that Sire needed that one up. So give it to him.
In a certain area that people are wearing that. I don't know no black women in my area that's wearing pink hair.
40 is crazy, but maybe he has seen that. I mean,
Roz girl, what say you about this coach, Sharon Moore?
Can you hear me well?
Loud and clear.
Okay. I think that is unfortunate for his wife, that she's been embarrassed like this, especially the fact that he created a child means that he definitely was raw dogging, excuse my language, and in love with this woman. In regards to the black man, most times we do see black men in prominent positions at these big universities, per se, white universities or PWIs. And they usually get caught up like this. I think that it's the access that they wouldn't have at a HBCU. It's the access that they wouldn't have in their neighborhoods or the college that they came from.
Yeah.
And they just get overwhelmed with it.
Yep.
It really doesn't matter if they was at the college or not, even if they were in another setting where those type of women, that caliber and the access to them women were there. A man who is undisciplined, a man who doesn't have anything to lose or feels like he doesn't have anything to lose will go for it, and that's just really it. Most men will lose their life over PUSSY. Most men will get into fights over women. Most men will just commit a crime over a woman. You never really see men arguing with other men about men shit where they lose their job, lose their life, or end up in jail. It's always a woman involved. So for me, I think the man just is somewhat lacking discipline, lacking intelligence, and is out there for the taking. And this is what happens. They target men like this. Like, I believe she target men like this. The fact that she's an essay teacher or whatever like that.
Oh, no, that was Mel Tucker. We're talking about the new case.
Oh, okay.
The newer case where
whoever this white girl is, I definitely feel like she could have been targeting him. The fact that they knew about this for some time, they are serious about their football programs and their sports program. They make a lot of money from that. And if you're going to disgrace that, we're going to get you up out of here. They needed something to get him up out of there. And that's what it was.
That's and here's the question. Why they let it go on so long?
They let it go on so long because they need money. So if he would have started winning, he would have stayed there. But the fact is that you're in this position messing with our women. We're paying you all this money and you're not bringing in any new revenue. So we're going to get you up out of here. Period. It's a business.
I think that they're all doing the same thing. It's just that they was like, oh, okay, well, we're going to let him do this for this amount of time or whatever. And if he lose whatever, we got our trump card to get him kicked out. I think they like allowed it to go down and knew what was going on the whole time. And when it was time, they just pulled the trigger.
Rascal, you are a very. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, in my opinion, in my my pro-blackness, I just think that for black men, they're not going to give you all the glitz and glamour of the world. And if you feel that money and white women are the glitz and glamour of the world, you're only going to get one of those things, and it's not going to last very long, in my opinion.
Rascal, you are a very attractive woman of a certain age now. I can only imagine how you looked 20-something years ago. You said that this professor tried to hit on you. Could you tell us the story of what happened?